learn how to make shoes with my step-by-step video courses. Welcome to the Shoemaking Podcast. I'm Sveta Kletina, a footwear designer, shoemaker, and founder of Shoemaking Courses Online, where you can learn how to make shoes professionally from home. In today's podcast, we will be talking about heels in shoemaking, working with different materials, Eva Form and vegetable tan. When designing shoes, it's important to consider the entire concept, covering all shoe parameters and imagining the final product. It's not just about the shape of the shoe last, whether pointed, square, oval, etc., but also about every shoe detail, including the design of the sock liner. Therefore, the heel plays an integral role in shoe design. Sometimes it's even more critical than other details because it must complement the design idea and ensure the body safety underweight. Not all heels you find in stores will fit your shoe last. I'm not referring to heel height, as you can choose the appropriate height. I'm talking about the angle of the wedge of the heel seat, the part we attach to the shoe last bottom to secure the heels. Additionally, purchasing just a pair of heels for your project can be challenging, as major heel manufacturers typically sell in large quantities. So, what's the solution for using the heels you desire in making your designed shoes? The best solution is to craft the heels yourself. You might think it's challenging, and indeed, sometimes it can be, especially if you aim to make high, thin heels. However, it's achievable. What if I told you that you can craft almost any heel using different materials and basic tools at home? Let's dive in. First, let's discuss one of the most common and accessible materials: vegetable tanned leather. With this material, you can create heels of any shape or height, from traditional square heels to high heels with extravagant shapes. In my high heels pump shoe course, for example, we crafted high heels with a square asymmetric shape by combining pieces of vegetable tanned leather in different colors. Essentially, heels made from vegetable tanned leather are built from layers of this material, utilizing either traditional or alternative shoemaking methods. In the traditional method, we layer vegetable tan pieces onto the almost finished shoe, skiving the edges of the heel layers, cutting away excess material and smoothing the edges. Conversely, my alternative approach involves designing heels with various shapes, creating patterns for each layer, cutting them accordingly, attaching them, reinforcing high heels with screws, and shaping the edges. These two methods offer you the flexibility to craft heels from vegetable tanned leather without requiring specialized tools, enabling you to create heels for any shoe design. All you need are basic tools like a shoemaking rasp, knife, hammer, sandpaper, and perhaps a Dremel drill for easier work. Now, let's consider another valuable natural material: wood. You can also craft heels at home using wood, as we did in several of my online shoemaking courses, such as T-strap pump shoes and the How to Make Moccasins course. By preparing precise profiles of the heel and shaping a piece of wood accordingly, you can transform it into your desired heels using minimal tools like maple wood, a bench vise, and some chisels. Here is mule sandals that we built in my mule sandal course. Cork is another excellent material for crafting heels at home, offering versatility and ease of use. In my wedge cork sandals course, we crafted wedge heels and platforms of various heights. Cork is simple to cut and shape to achieve your desired look, whether you prefer its natural appearance or covered with leather.
materials to finish the...
Finally, you can use Eva Form to create platform or wedge heels together with a sole similar to the approach used in my Dr. Martens boots course. Working with Eva Form is straightforward and doesn't require special tools. In conclusion, these 4 accessible materials, vegetable tanned leather, wood cork and Eva Foam, enable you to craft heels for your shoes at home with minimal tools. It's not as challenging as it may seem, especially when you understand how to create heel patterns efficiently. All the insights shared here are from my courses, and the purpose is to demonstrate to you that you can create heels by yourself at home using minimal materials. For beginners in shoemaking, I recommend starting with vegetable tanned leather or cork due to their easy availability at local stores. That's it for today's podcast, and I hope you learned something today about your options for making heels by yourself at home. Thank you for tuning in. Comment and ask your questions, and make sure to check my Shoemaking Courses Online, the first online shoemaking school. See you next week.